Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining us today. My name is Andrew Pressler, and I'm a Deep Cycle Product Marketing Specialist for Flow-Rite Controls. Also in this webinar is our Deep Cycle Business Development Manager, Todd Cowan, and our IoT Product Manager, Craig Clem, who will both be answering your questions after this presentation. You can find the Question tab in your control panel on the right side of your screen, so feel free to ask any questions during this presentation. So with that, I'll hand it off to Todd.
Thank you, Andrew. Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us today for Flow-Rite Controls, Deep Cycle Battery, Level Sensors, and Connected Technology webinar. My name is Todd Cowan. I am the Deep Cycle Business Development Manager at Flow-Rite. I'll be joined later by our IoT Product Manager, Craig Clem. Thanks again for joining us today. I would like to say a special thank you to anyone that attended our first webinar and is attending this one as well today. Thank you. As Andrew mentioned, we will be having a question and answer time at the end of this presentation. Please use the questions tab on your screen. If we can't get to all the questions today during the time of the webinar, we will follow up via phone or email later. You will also find brochures and information on Flow-Rite Control on the panel on your screen as well. Please feel free to download and view those later. Flow-Rite Controls is a vertically integrated company, meaning that we do design, manufacture, assembling, testing, and shipping all under one roof. We also have our sales offices and our marketing offices under that same roof, as well as an in-house tool and die shop. We all do this proudly in Byron Center, Michigan. Flow-Rite Controls is also an ISO 9001 certified company, and we are 100% up to date on that ISO certification. Before we get started, I would just like to lay out kind of the progression of what we're going to discuss today for Flow-Rite's Sensors and Advanced Battery Steward product. We're going to start discussion with the Eagle Eye sensors. We will then discuss Advanced Battery Steward and finish with customization of sensors and ABS technology. I'm sure most of us on the webinar today have heard of a battery electrolyte sensor in some shape or form in our careers. They've been around for a number of years and typically work with a green light or no light or a flashing light. Well, Flow-Rite Controls took the level sensor to the next level with the Eagle Eye in-valve sensor. No longer is it required to drill any extra hole into the battery for the electrolyte probe because Flow-Rite has integrated that probe into the single point watering system valve itself. The valve with the probe integrated maintains its full flame arresting capabilities and single point watering system functionality, but now houses the probe for the correct electrolyte level. When the level is good, the light turns green. When the level is bad, the light turns red. The light can be mounted on a dash, on the batteries, or in any number of places. Flow-Rite's Eagle Eye Deep Cycle Level Sensor runs from 12 to 48 volts. It is reverse polarity protected, and because of the integration, it's really easy to install. The Deep Cycle Level Sensor Eagle Eye is also available in universal kits, meaning that you can buy the Eagle Eye Deep Cycle Level Sensor as a standalone item, and it can be used with or without a single point watering system. Or Flow-Rite makes the in-valve level sensor available in universal kits. These universal kits are available in 12, 36, 48, and 72 volt application. These are universal kits, so they're great for vehicles or solar apps or really any type of deep cycle application. Again, the Eagle Eye Deep Cycle Level Sensor can be bought as a standalone item or included in universal kits. Next, we're going to talk about Advanced Battery Steward. Based on the success of the Eagle Eye Deep Cycle Level Sensor, Flow-Rite continued to develop both our sensor hardware, but also software on the backside creating ABS. This product is a true connected battery management system. ABS allows users to manage the care of the lead acid batteries by tracking information wirelessly. This wireless connectivity allows the user to make informed predictions and decisions for maintaining the health of their batteries or their investment. ABS is like a health monitor that a human wears on their wrist, only for batteries. Advanced Battery Steward provides 24/7, 365 wireless monitoring to enable improved utilization and maintenance of flooded lead-acid batteries. ABS tracks key maintenance events and monitors the batteries in their application. The information collected by the Advanced Battery Steward hardware is communicated to the application and web portal through the use of Bluetooth or a wireless gateway, which can be powered via an internet connection or cellular dongle. ABS monitors several data points, including electrolyte level, watering event, voltage, half-back voltage, temperature, current in and out, battery or vehicle impact and angle. All of this data is collected through the use of the sensors and the hardware and is then sent to the cloud. I'd like to take a moment to play a video that tells the story a little bit more about Advanced Battery Steward and its development, as well as its features and benefits.
The IoT space, the connected space, it's everywhere today. And so we saw taking it to the battery industry was just the next natural progression of this technology. So with that in mind, we created Advanced Battery Steward, which allows you to track and monitor your batteries in real time.
What makes them exciting for me is that it gives people the ability to see how a deep cycle flooded lead acid battery is working, current state. And we're guessing if you need to go to a remote location to see if a battery needs water, no need to send service techs and unnecessary service calls.
Our sensors bring a lot of benefits into the IoT space. Specifically on some of the deep cycle smaller batteries, the low current draw. We have a patented pressure sensor on there, a patented level probe and the circuitry behind it to guarantee the accuracy of the level. It's also integrated directly into our valves, which means you don't have to drill extra holes into the batteries, which allows us to pass the spark tests and some of the other safety features, as well as it makes it a lot easier to install. It just allows you to have that data so that you can make decisions to keep both the batteries running as long as they can, as well as the vehicles in which they power.
We've had success with this product so far with our customers. We're able to take that information and either communicate directly to a vehicle and its application or to a cloud where that data can be used as a battery health monitor. And it's just really exciting for someone like me to be able to give them that value.
The whole IoT connected things are just starting to make their way into our mainstream life. And it's exciting to see where that technology is today, where we can take it tomorrow.
I think the video does a great job of talking about how Advanced Battery Steward is gathering the data to be used as a battery health monitor. I think it's important to spend a few minutes to review each of these data points that Advanced Battery Steward collects. The first being fluid level. As I mentioned previously in the Eagle Eye Deep Cycle level sensor, we adapted that technology over to Advanced Battery Steward. Electrolyte level or fluid level is a real-time reading, and it's done via the same probe as our Eagle Eye Deep Cycle level sensor, as I mentioned. As we know, flooded lead acid batteries' energy lies in the fluid. The potential energy of the battery is dependent on the appropriate electrolyte level of the battery. So fluid level is the cornerstone of battery maintenance. That's why I wanted to start with this. With Advanced Battery Steward, you'll know real time if that electrolyte level is at its correct level. Next, I would like to discuss current. Battery pack current is a measure of charge and discharge of the battery. This is energy in and out. This is great data for understanding battery health and deep cycle batteries as it relates to golf car application, for example. Current thresholds can be set within the app as well. So this is another great data point that is gathered through Advanced Battery Steward at real time. We're also gathering voltage. Voltage is great data for recognizing when are good times to water batteries. If the batteries are a full charge, we know it's a great time to water. Also, we're measuring half voltage. This can be great for determining if we have healthy batteries within the pack or not. Voltage thresholds can also be set within the app. Next, I want to talk about watering events. We have a pressure sensor that collects any watering events that the battery sees. This is obviously great because you want to understand when batteries are getting watered, if they're getting watered at the appropriate times. This data is also great for customers to see if a battery is in fact seeing any maintenance via the watering event. Next is temperature. Temperature is a measure of ambient conditions on top of the battery. Temperature thresholds can be set within the app so that we are alerted if that temperature ever gets too high. We're also recording battery impact or vehicle or application impact and angle. There's an accelerometer inside of Advanced Battery Steward that measures this. We can set thresholds for this as well. So if we have, again, a golf car application and we have some severe damage, we would see this because of the accelerometer measuring that G-force of the impact. So that concludes kind of my deep dive into all of the data points. Again, fluid level, voltage, watering events, temperature, current, battery impact, and angle. Those are all the data points that the ABS hardware gathers and sends to the cloud to be viewed using the ABS software. Now that we have all that data in digital form in the cloud, we need to talk about how we view it and how we see it. Well, Flow-Rite developed the ABS software to utilize this data in an intelligent manner. We want the product to be easy to use and understand, as well as access. I'm going to invite Craig Clem, Flow-Rite's IoT manager, to step in at this point and explain more about the connected side of the ABS technology, meaning the software, the app and web portal, and their use. Take it away, Craig.
Thank you, Todd. It's always a pleasure to work with you and the Battery Steward products. Hi, folks. See, Todd has helped you understand the value of the best-in-class battery sensors built into the tracker. To help you see the data, the sensor data, we offer best-in-class web-based console, which shows you how the sensors monitor and manage your battery vitals over your entire fleet. Battery vitals are collected real-time at the battery by the tracker. Battery health data is then uploaded to your web console every time you synchronize with your smartphone. If you have installed the Battery Steward Gateway, your synchronization happens automatically 10 times an hour, ensuring fresh data for your critical battery operations. Whether you view your vitals on your mobile device or the web portal, you can use the web console to schedule maintenance tasks to help prevent battery degradation or failure. But to be sure you don't miss anything, we generate alerts when vitals exceed set limits or when tasks are not completed for easy identification and correction. Let's go to the next slide. Here, various charts displaying battery health like temperature help you navigate and assess whether your battery is operating well or needs maintenance. Like the chart on battery amp hours, access to easily readable battery health data can be viewed in the office, while walking the plant floor, or at home while we are in quarantine. Just to reiterate, we have made the system easy to install. We take out the stress of setting up your tracker and gateway. You simply attach the tracker to the battery, plug in the gateway into an outlet, and download the Battery Steward app on your favorite mobile device. In minutes, battery health data begins uploading to your smartphone and laptop for complete battery health management. Let's get back to Todd.
Thank you, Craig. The app and web portal are both very useful tools for monitoring all that data and the batteries. As the world is realizing with the new normal of the COVID-19 reality, connectivity is becoming more and more important, and Advanced Battery Steward is just part of that discussion. As I referenced in the video that played earlier, Flow-Rite sensor technology is customizable. We can customize this technology for specific applications, allowing an a la carte style of choice of what data is being collected and how that data is being communicated. On your screen right now, I have a version of our sensor technology that communicates the electrolyte level in the battery via a signal that is sent to a vehicle control device. This customization allows for easy integration into a vehicle or application for use with batteries. Again, this is just one example of how this technology can be customized. We have up to 8 data points that we can pull with our sensor technology. This customer has chose only one, and they asked to get that data in the form of a simple signal. Here we have answered that request. This technology can be communicating via signal or other wireless ways, and again, can be recording as many as 8 data points in as few as 1. With that, this concludes our webinar discussion of Eagle Eye Deep Cycle Sensors, Advanced Battery Steward, and the customization capabilities of the Advanced Battery Steward and sensor technology that Flow-Rite has. I'm going to pass control back over to Andrew now, and we're going to tackle any questions that have come in since we started. So, Andrew, you want to take control and take over?
Yep. Thanks, Todd. So looks like we had a handful of questions come in over the presentation. So I'll just start right from the top. What is the voltage required for the Eagle Eye level sensor?
Okay, good question. The voltage required for the Eagle Eye level sensor is a minimum of 12 and a maximum of 48 volts. And coincidentally, the same is true for Advanced Battery Steward hardware or ABS hardware as well.
Okay, gotcha. This looks like a good question for Craig here. What's the range of the gateway in detecting trackers?
Well, the gateway uses Bluetooth, and the Bluetooth technology in this case has a range of 100 feet radially from the gateway. Similarly, from your cell phone. So ideally, you want to keep all your vehicles in an area where you can detect them up to a maximum of 40.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Craig. And then I got another one here. Are there issues with differences between ABS system and the OE manufacturer's onboard systems data collected?
Ooh, I'll take that. Can you repeat that one more time?
Yeah.
Andrew, I'm sorry.
Are there issues with differences between the ABS system and the OE manufacturer's onboard systems data being collected?
Okay, yep, I understand. That's a good question. And the answer is no. There is no issue. ABS can function independently of the application that's installed in, whether it's a vehicle or something else. So it can work independent of an OE's existing data collection system. They can kind of work in parallel, but also, as I talked about right at the end, this technology can be adapted to work with an OE's data collection system as well. So there are no issues. Advanced Battery Steward can function on its own as a function of the batteries only, or we can actually integrate that technology as well. So that's actually a really good question.
Okay, cool. And does the Eagle Eye Universal Kit come in 24-volt configuration?
Yes, it does. The kits are available in 12, 24, 36, 48, and 72 volts. I feel like I may have said that wrong earlier, but it is. Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. And then let's see. This could be either for you or Craig. The video showed 2 lights on the tracker. What was the second light?
I can take it. if you want, Craig, you can just interject. But so that's a really good question because it comes with an LED light that can be dash mounted, panel mounted, mounted to the battery or some other location. The control module box, or as I call it, the brain of advanced battery storage that is on the battery also lights up in the same corresponding colors. So there are two lights that come with advanced battery storage. The remote light that can be mounted anywhere, and then a light within the hardware box itself that sits on top of the batteries.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, I do not see any other questions here. So, I mean, if there's anything else that you guys want to add right now, Craig and Todd, feel free.
No, I would just say if there's questions after the fact, obviously we're available at any time to answer questions. So
right.
Feel free to reach out. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, great. Well, Todd, Craig, thank you very much. And thanks again for everybody attending. We really appreciate it. And like Todd said, we if you guys have a question, feel free to reach out to them at any point. And also, we have some handouts, some brochures, and some other literature that you are free to download in the handouts section. So feel free to grab some of that. And then also be on the lookout for our next webinar, which will take place on June 23rd. We'll be sending that invite out shortly, along with announcing the winner of the free profile display as well. So be on the lookout for that too. Again, thank you everybody for attending. We hope you stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.
Yep. Thank you, everyone. Yep.
Thanks, guys.